Welcome to This Week in Crowder College, an in-depth look into how Crowder College students, faculty, and staff are working together so students soar to new heights, communities are impacted, and lives are changed. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho, specializing in workers' compensation, personal injury, Social Security disability, and more. Learn more online at neoshoattorney.com. Now here's this week's edition of This Week in Crowder College.
Hey there, Four States. This is Luke Taylor, and welcome to another edition of This Week in Crowder College. And today we're going to welcome back onto the program Dr. Denna Clymer. She is the chair of the Social Sciences Department out there at Crowder. She's going to be telling us about some symposiums that are coming up there at the college soon. So, Dr. Clymer, thanks for being with us once again.
Well, thank you for having me, Luke. I always appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to talking to you as well. And so tell us about this symposium that's coming up soon.
Okay, so 4 years ago, we started a symposium series where we have, over the course of the school year, 4 guest speakers who come in from out of town and do some kind of a talk about history. We've done Civil War, we've done Native American subjects, we've done Missouri history subjects, we've had lots of published authors, we had a Bancroft winner, and so this year, on November 13th is the next one of those events, and we've got Dr. Justin Gage coming to talk about a topic of Native American history, and he's talking about a gentleman called Wolf Chief, and he was called an irrepressible letter writer, and he wrote letters from his involuntary home on a reservation through the early years of confinement. And a lot of these letters were subject to censorship, but a lot of them got out anyway. And so Wolf Chief was really a prolific letter writer, and he left behind a significant paper trail. So it's a great way to get a look at what life was like for him during the 19th century.
Okay, yeah. Are you pretty involved with the process of selecting which speakers are going to come out?
Yes, I try to be really involved with that process. I want to make sure I'm bringing people as much as we can from out of town who, like, maybe the community hasn't had the opportunity to hear before, and people who have published research on an area that we think would interest our community. Mm-hmm. And so we talk with a lot of people one-on-one to just see what their work is and what they would like to bring to us. And so far, we've been really fortunate. The community has been supportive of these events and seem to generally have a good time.
Yeah, so what kind of things do you think people are going to learn about as they come and hear Justin Gage speak?
Yeah, I'm always surprised myself by what I learned from Dr. Gage, but I think one of the things that he really does well is we know the story. We know what happens in the 19th century. We know about the creation of reservations and the forced relocation of people onto those reservations. But he really brings a very granular human perspective where you get to zoom in and look at this one guy, Wolf Chief, and what his concerns are from day to day and what he's writing about and who he's writing to. He writes to government officials. He writes to the Bureau of Indian Affairs in Washington, D.C. He writes to the president. This is a guy who wants his voice to be heard, and Dr. Gage is really fantastic about bringing that out and really helping us to understand what Wolf Chief's concerns were.
So this is going to be coming up here in November. This is just one in a series of speakers that you're bringing out for this school year?
Absolutely. We've already had a couple this year. Dr. Gage will be with us on November 13th. It's a Thursday. He'll be here at 6 o'clock, and he will be in the Wright Conference Center at Crowder College, which is in the Arnold Farber building. If people come to Crowder College in Neosho and come into the main building, it's right there at the top of the stairs. And that'll be at 6 o'clock in the evening. We also have Brooks Blevins coming. He's from Missouri State University, and Dr. Blevins is a respected scholar of Ozark culture, and he's doing his How to Talk Ozark in 7 Easy Steps talk, and that'll be in April. And then we have the Bluegrass group, Stillwater Drive, coming for our May symposium. So we love being able to put together these series and let people just come and get a taste of history. People like history. History is a good time. History is storytelling. It speaks to who we are as people, I think. So we love being able to close the event with bluegrass music that has its roots, of course, in our own region.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk about those things too and remind people as that gets closer next year. But so this event with Justin Gage, this is going to be November 13th, 6 p.m. right there in the Farber building. So I think that's kind of what people need to know. I bet there'll be a lot of people who want to turn out, though, and hear what he has to say, because I think it's just one of those things that I think will bring a lot of history out and make people just think about, where they came from.
I certainly hope so. I hope the community will come and and give him a listen. He's a brilliant speaker, and it's a privilege to be able to bring him back to Crowder.
Well, hey, Dr. Denna Clymer, thank you so much for putting all the work together to bring these speakers out, and thanks for coming on KNEO again to tell us all about it.
Well, thank you for having me, Luke. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for listening to This Week in Crowder College. This Week in Crowder College is sponsored by the law offices of Wood and Peterson in Neosho. You can listen to this broadcast again by going online to kneo.org or to crowder.edu. Tune in once again next week for another edition of This Week in Crowder College on KNEO 91.7 FM.